since the start of this whole process, I haven't been contacted by anybody in the press. Not once. Not one phone call, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, or anything else. So we thought it would be a good idea to add some clarity to the Radisson situation for everybody, primarily for the well-being of our colleagues. Because I think a lot of the speculation that's going on within the media doesn't hurt me, but it certainly hurts the folks that work here every day, and we'd like to bring some stability to their working life if we can. So let me go back to earlier this year. Carlson Residor, which is a global company with multiple thousands of hotels around the world, is a hotel management company. Our intention is to manage large hotels, primarily outside of North America, Radisson Blu, and within North America, Radisson, Radisson Blu, Radisson Red, and so on. We are not asset owners, and over the last months, we've been divesting from our assets in North America, working very closely with investment partners and asset management companies, and retaining management contracts within our old hotels. The Radisson in Aruba is one of the last remaining properties that's still owned outright by Carlson Residor. So the decision was taken, part of our asset-light strategy, to offload the Radisson in Aruba to one of our investment partners. And a bidding process was started a number of months ago. An opportunity for companies from around the world that may be interested in this property to come through, take a look at the property, and either enter into or not the bidding process. That bidding process was finalized on the 6th of August, which was last week. I can tell you that we had more than 10 different companies come through. Some were branded companies, some were all-inclusive companies, but the vast majority were institutional investors, people that buy buildings, invest in those buildings with management companies, either for the short term or for the long term. In the case of the investors that have been through here, the vast majority were long-term investors. In other words, business partners that a company like Carlson Residor could work with on a management contract, invest in this property, make it spectacular, and move ahead with a great partner with deep pockets, lots of money to spend. So that process is now, we've gone through that process. What I can tell you is there's been a number of very strong bids through that process. Those strong bids have primarily come from institutional investors. And although I cannot guarantee anything, I can say that I feel very strongly that we will come out the back end of this still as the Radisson in Aruba, working on a management contract with the new owner here on the property. I don't feel fear at this point that there's going to be this thunderclap and everything's suddenly going to change. The reason I speak to all of you is obviously the speculation has caused some concern amongst our colleagues and our employees as to what their future entails. As a good business person, it's important that we keep them as settled as possible and we assist them with their futures, whatever those may be. Right now, it looks very, very positive to remain a Radisson, and it looks very, very positive that life will continue as normal at the Radisson in Aruba. Nothing untoward is going to happen at this stage. The process, we think, will be finalized by the end of this year. However, it might carry through until January or February next year.